Ismir's beard, you're going to freeze to death.
What do you want?
Yes?
Yes?
Need something?
What now?
Huh? Yes? me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
This is an ode to Skyrim's truest sons and daughters, the Stormcloaks.
Have you by any chance seen a huge drunk Nord and a filthy little wood elf bastard? Blasted! Where are those rotten thieves? Look, these guys have stolen something that is very precious to me, and I need to find them before they drink. Well, before they do anything, they will regret. Yes, yes you could. The people here just told me that they have seen the bastards heading out to Whiterun with my precious item. I need to catch them, but I have been warned that one of them, the Nord, is very huge and potentially dangerous. I will approach them on my own if necessary, but it would be so much safer if there were two of us.
But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean.
You do that? Thank you so much.
All hail to O, you are the High King.
I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. Those werewolves.
Strawberries. I love strawberries. We better try and find those thieves quickly, for their own sake. I wonder where they went. Hopefully they won't be that hard to find.
Don't drink it! By the
You-
gods! Don't drink
You
it!
take the bottle. Take the bottle.
Look,
Just
over
take
there.
it.
It must
That
be the
damn thing is cursed. It actually talked to me. Cursed me. Yes, yes. Look, I know it's wrong to steal, but me and my body were so thirsty. And the little lady there had left her luggage almost unattended. We meant no harm, but when we opened the bottle, it started to talk. It cursed us. I've never heard anything so evil before in my entire life. What if I'm cursed for the rest of my life? Please, take the bottle, and please ask the little lady to have her bottle removing that curse from us. You will? Oh, what a relief. Thank you, thank you. And here is the bottle, of course. I swear I won't ever steal again. Oh well, goodbye.
You have the bottle. Wonderful. Give it to me, please. And now I guess I owe you an explanation. But first there's something I need to ask.
I tell you.
Tell me, have we met before? You seem so familiar.
Tell you what.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whatever is in
You
that
just
bottle
reminded me
is
of someone I
evil,
knew long
and it
ago.
cursed me.
Well, I guess
I'm
I should tell you
cursed.
about my mysterious
I'm
mission now,
doomed.
shouldn't I? I guess you have already figured out that my bottle is kind of special.
I told you not to open that bottle.
It's in fact very, very old. I inherited it from
I
my
have
grandmother,
never meant to steal
who
it.
inherited it from her grandmother. Before my grandmother died, she gave me the bottle, together with a mysterious note written by her grandmother. It wasn't easy to understand the note, but this much I know. The bottle contains components related to old Morrowind witchcraft. I cannot believe that the content is evil in any way, though. Neither my grandmother nor her ancestors have been into dark magic. However,
I told you not to open that bottle.
something magic is trapped within the bottle, and it requires a certain kind of knowledge to release what's trapped in there. My great-great-grandmother once told my grandmother that the only place where the content could be released would be here, in Skyrim. Or, to be more specific, inside the Eldergleam
I
Sanctuary.
tell you to leave that bottle alone.
Therefore, I decided to bring the bottle to Skyrim and to visit the sanctuary. However, I have now been here for quite some time, but although I've been traveling all over the countryside, I have never been able to find the sanctuary. You don't happen to know
I
where it's
told you not to open
located,
that
do you?
bottle. Didn't I?
You have? Oh, but then
I have
maybe you could
never
show me
meant
the
to
way.
steal it.
Oh, pretty please. I would be so grateful. We will. Oh, that's fantastic. You know, I do find it a bit overwhelming to travel those dangerous Skyrim roads on my own.
I told you not
I'm
to
so
open
happy
that
for your
bottle.
company. And who knows, maybe I can offer something in return?
I've never seen any
I may
man
not be a
with
very good
donkey tail.
alchemist, but I can still make some simple potions. And while searching for the gleam, I've seen quite a few places.
So,
Talk later.
have I got rid of that bottle? Great. Now, we should get out of here as quickly as possible.
Yes, let's get out of here. You don't think it's possible for a human to develop a donkey tail?
Oh, you're here. I have some exciting news. A benefactor to the museum was impressed with the exhibits here and donated a relic from their personal collection. You can decide if you want to use it or place it right on display.
If you want me to, I could play some music.
Oh wow, look at that! Oh, it's so neat! I just love all these weapons and armor. They're so amazing!
Welcome to Elder Gleam Sanctuary, my friend. If you have any questions, you ask.
Finally, the Elder Gleam Sanctuary. What a place! Now we must see if we can find someone to talk to. You will help me, won't you? Yes? At least the weather is nice, and that's a good start, isn't it? Tell me, what do you want? Would you like that? Well, as you have been so kind, I guess you're entitled to know a little about me. I was born in a place called Solstein, northwest of Morrowind. All women in my family are alchemists, and my mother wants me to follow the tradition. However, I must admit that I have never been very talented. I have always wanted to be a bard, to play music and to tell fascinating tales. My grandmother used to tell wonderful stories about fairies and trolls and witches, and about the life of her own adventurous grandmother. She always encouraged me to try to find my own path in this world. Yes, it is thanks to her that I'm now in Skyrim. Well, at least partially. Well, it is a long story. I don't really want to go into it right now. Maybe later, if we get to know each other better. Of course. Is there anything in particular that you would like to discuss? Did you know that Skjor at the Companions Guild participated in the Great War? I heard he almost lost his life in the battle outside the Imperial City. Yes? Of course. Is there anything in particular that you would like to discuss? Some people say that the Empire stands for culture and security for the people. Culture. Tell you what, they don't even know about good Nord cultural traditions, like dancing on tables. And security. If I'm not completely mistaken, it was the Imperial Legion who wanted to chop your head off in Helga. Yes? Well, if you have a sweet roll maybe, or an apple, or something for me to drink. Oh, it's all right. Anytime. As you wish.
Yes? Oh, I see. Maybe I should then speak to your friend. Goodbye. You wanted to talk to me?
Yes, you see, I have brought this bottle and a note, and my grandmother said that you might be able to help. Maybe I can, but then we first have to talk alone. I wonder, do you think your friend would run a small farm and possibly mine? ask, of course.
Good. This note needs to be delivered to the pilgrim Jelena, who is on visit at the mixed water mill. Please ask your friend to bring it to her.
Look, I have a note for you. Could you please deliver it to a pilgrim named Jelena, who's visiting mixed water mill? Please.
Yes? Good, good. I have been waiting to hear from her. I dearly hope her work is proceeding well, and that she has found all the plans she needed. Oh, I found a copy of 100 Ways to Use a Falling Ear for her at Hag's Cure in Maka. Maybe it could be a dear and bring it to her. Goodbye.
Yes? Oh, that is wonderful. I have been asking around for this book everywhere. Do you say Jelena found it at the Hog's Cure in Marakath? I've always heard that that's a very good store, and I believe the rumors are right. And now you better go and talk to your friend. I think he has some interesting news for you. Goodbye.
Oh, there you are. And you talked to Anesia, right? Good. Anesia and I also had a good talk while you were away. And you know what? She will help me with the bottle. But she needs some ingredients in order to evaluate and restore what is hidden in that bottle. And she needs our help to collect those ingredients. So you will come with me then? Oh, how sweet of you. You know, I've so much enjoyed traveling here together with you. I'm so glad that we will continue to travel together a little longer. There is one thing though. As you are helping me, I of course want to help you too. I understand that of course also you have many important things to do. If I can be of any use for you, I'd be happy to help out. I just want you to know that. So if you just let me tag along, I'll look for the ingredients meanwhile. Of course, it would be great if you collected some of them. Actually, Anesia and I made lists of the ingredients. Maybe you could take care of this list and look around for the ingredients. It would be incredibly nice if you also carried the ingredients on the list until you have collected all of them. That will make things easier for me. Talk later.
Welcome to Elder Green Sanctuary. If you have any questions.
I have a confession to make. I am so curious about what you experienced in Skyrim before we met. Please tell me about your adventures. What a story! And you're really good at telling stories. I almost feel like I had been there with you. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Have you got a minute? I have something for you. Something that will make it easy for you to give me orders during combat, when there's no time for talking. It's 2 attack horns that you can use to help me decide which target I should attack next. I have written down instructions for you on how to use them. It's not very complicated, but please read before you try them out. Talk later. Yes? Sure. As you wish. Sure. 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 All right. So, where are we going now? There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Have you got a minute? There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Have you got a minute? I'm having problems with some of the ingredients on the list that Anesia gave me. I'm simply not sure what the flowers that come from would look like. At home I had this wonderful book, Tamriel Flora Illustrated, with pictures of almost every flower you could think of. But, of course, I didn't bring it with me to Skyrim. Do you think so? Yes, maybe. Maybe an alchemist store would have it for sale. What do you think? Maybe we could ask around in the towns and see if someone has it for sale. Anesia told me that her friend Jelena so much admires the waterfalls in Markarth. She often goes there to visit a friend who owns the Hag's Cure.
Wait there, citizen. I'm sorry, but the museum is currently closed off until further notice. Oh, you're the proprietor of the collection here, aren't you? Good. Orion told me I should be expecting you eventually. There's been a situation at the museum, and Orion has called the priests of Arcade to assist. I am Brother Ikard. Well, actually, that's what we're trying to find out. You see, the museum is apparently plagued by a ghost of some kind, and it's begun to unnerve the patrons and Orion himself. Therefore, he closed the museum to the public until this could be sorted out. It's uncertain at this point. Most spirits merely have some unfinished business that preoccupies their minds and souls, binding them to Mundus. but they can become rather testy if they're not appeased eventually. Well, you know the museum better than most. I'll need some help discovering the spirit's reasons for being here. There are almost always clues as to the spirit's motivation in the place that they chose to haunt. Also, if something does go awry, I'd prefer to have someone capable at my side. According to Orion, the ghost is more active at night, so we should return here at nightfall. Say around 9, and we'll see what we can discover. I'll be waiting until nightfall. Well, as my presence at the museum would indicate, I'm an exorcist of sorts. My job is to investigate and find the cause for hauntings and see if there are non-invasive ways to appeasing them. Arche is the divine of life and death. He ensures that the spirits of the dead are allowed to rest as nature intended. Excellent. Let's see what we can discover. I'll have a look around the main hall while you investigate the library. Look for anything you think is out of place.
Oh. Life as an adventurer can be exciting, but one really needs to spend an evening like this ever so often. If you want me to, I could read a book for you.
find anything? Interesting. This is a personal letter from Lord Macnarian to his wife. Niles Macnarian was the benefactor who paid for and oversaw the construction of the original sections of the building. It looks as if the seal was broken a long time ago, perhaps delivered and then recovered by the original sender? Whatever its fate, the letter almost certainly has something to do with the ghostly presence around here. Let's keep looking about, but do be careful. I think the spirit is starting to become agitated. Several weapons fell off the walls right behind me, and many of the dishes in the reception hall flew off the table and landed at my feet. I'm a bit tired, to be honest. Trying to attune my senses to an unknown specter has really taken its toll. I think I'm going to go have a lie down in the staff barracks for a couple hours. I suggest you use one of the other beds in there and get a little rest as well. We're going to need to stay sharp. Oh yes, the mannequins seem to have come to life on their own, and have come up from the armory and begun to wander around the museum, while their compatriots have apparently barricaded themselves in from the other side. But no, this is actually what I wanted to show you. I can't explain it beyond saying there's definitely something awry here. They're trying to get our attention, but what exactly are they trying to say is beyond me. I'm gonna go take a look around the East exhibit halls. Why don't you search the Gallery of Natural Science? And I believe there's a storeroom under the staff barracks that might be worth searching.
How weird.
quite an interesting place this building is. A lot of history here. This place certainly can put one on edge all alone at night. Interesting. Well, it's clear that we're dealing with the disquieted spirit of Lord Bagnarian himself. Though I'm not exactly sure why he would be upset. The hall had always been named for him, prior to it being a museum. That's a distinct probability. The journal makes mention of a portrait of him that was commissioned. Do you recall ever seeing such a painting hanging in the museum? Maybe you should have a look around the museum and see if you can find if it's been stashed away anywhere. I believe that if we could find it and put it prominently on display, it would appease the ghosts and he would stop harassing people. Excellent.
Oh.
If you want me to, I could play some music.
certainly is an ethereal presence here. You did? That's superb. Let's hang it up in the reception hall. Great. And now we rest. By morning, I suspect all this unpleasantness will be over. But we should spend the night here just to make sure there's nothing else the spirit is looking for.
are as good as dead. Didn't I tell you I was good? Have I got freckles? I hate freckles.
Oh, good. You're awake. Are you all right, my friend? When I woke up, you were gone from the barracks and lying unconscious out here on the floor. Well, I should say so, and it had a good solid hold on you, to be sure. I suspect it was no mere nightmare, but Magnarian himself. The feelings and thoughts of the dead often come to the living as very disturbed. We believe it's only because they lack the means to fully make their wills known. Did you discover anything? Oh, this is terrible. I had heard that Lord Magnarian had met a rather unfortunate end after his wife passed away. But I didn't know the circumstances until now. And by the look of this journal, he was in great grief right before his death. I must have plummeted to his death from the cliff out back. If you're up to it, I suggest looking around for any clues. I seriously doubt that there will be any out there, as this has all happened decades ago, but you never know. And our work is obviously not finished with the placing of the painting. I saw that there is a way to access the alley between the Blue Palace and the museum on the upper balcony. Here's a ladder I found amongst the clutter that the ghosts scattered about. Just be careful out back. We wouldn't want you to share in Magnarian's fate. Huh. There certainly is an ethereal presence here. Did you find anything?
Can I help you with something? Contract? What's this? Oh dear, this is my great-great-grandfather's name. He was a sculptor and a stone cutter by trade. Passed down through the family to me as well. So after 3 generations, are you finally here to make good on this and collect the statue? Well, yes, it's been gathering dust in our cellar for ages. None of us had the heart to sell it since great-great-grandfather apparently didn't feel right about selling it because it was half paid for already. Absolutely. I'll get some hands and we'll cart it on up there by tomorrow.
Welcome to the center of the world. Or at least my brother Eric's.
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
Well, my friend, it seems that did the trick. It hasn't exactly removed the spirit per se, but it certainly has appeased him. I found last night that the spirits of both Niles and Aurelia were wandering the halls of the museum, admiring the displays and taking in the splendor of the building Niles worked so hard on. They seem quite content. You may see them around from time to time in the late hours of the night, but I wouldn't expect any further problems. Not at all. Just doing the good work of Arcais so that the spirits of the deceased get the rest they deserve, and the rest of us can manage to get a good night's sleep as well. Take care. Ah, hello again. I trust no more ghosts have taken hold of the museum.
Smells like garlic.
This is quite the collection.
Work, work, work. All the time work. Am I the only one interested in keeping this place nice and tidy?
Ah, good day, my friend. A group of mercenaries came to town and sold their spoils, and my contacts informed me of a rare item amongst the haul. I thought you may want to use it, or perhaps place it on display.
If you want me to, I could read a book